Krista and welcome to my channel. Today is Punched Out Thursday, so I'm going to be using my punches. I'm using that square punch you see right there. It's the big square one. Don't know the size. And I'm using these two papers that I got from the Hip Kit Club. I don't know if they were in the same kit, but I know one was September. One may have been August. I'm not quite sure. But one of the papers is, they're both Heritage collection, and they had these houses in them. And the photo that I'm using is a photo of my daughter in front of the upside down house in Panama City, Florida. We were there for a tournament for my son, and she came with me, and we went to the upside down house and we took a picture in front of it. So I had to get really creative for this photo because I wasn't sure how to scrap it. So I saw all these cute houses on this paper and I said, you know what, I'm going to use my square punch. I'm going to punch them out and then I'm going to arrange them on the paper, but I wanted to arrange them where some of them were upside down and some of them were, right side up. So I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do that. So it did take me a little bit to figure that out. But first I'm going to back my photo with some of these beautiful papers from the Jen Hatfield collection. It's also part of my How to Kill a Kit with Style collection that I have for this month that I'm trying to use up. So I used some of the 6x8 papers, scraps that I had, and from the paper pad, and I'm going to back my photo with them, just to give it a little dimension, and the colors went very nicely with the Heritage houses that I just punched out. So I kind of wanted this photo to go a little crooked with the backing because the house is actually crooked, because it's like it fell on top of its roof, like it fell upside down. So it was kind of like, in the picture, if you look really closely, the trees are upside down that are actually attached to the house, and like the ground is on top of the house and the grass and everything, and then the bottom of the house you can't see because it's obviously in the ground. So it's really fun to look at, and the house is actually cracked too from falling. They have like cracks in it, so it's really, really cool looking. So I don't know if anybody's ever been to an upside down house, but it's a lot of fun to go and see. So yeah, so we thought this would be a really cute picture. Unfortunately, she's kind of far away in the picture, but I wanted to get the whole house in the picture too, so just to show how big it is and how small she is. And so the photo is really perfect because that's exactly how it looks. So yeah, it was just a little tricky trying to figure out how I was going to show this in a scrapbook layout. But I did get pretty creative. I went a little bit out of my comfort zone on what my layouts look like. But I think it turned out okay. They really liked it. My family liked it. My husband, I always ask their opinions, and they tell me the truth. So, and that's all I can ask for. So they said they really liked the layout and they think it turned out really great. So I'm happy with it. So yeah, so I'm just going to finish backing up my photo, and I'm using, I end up using the black to back it completely because I want it to stand out from the background, because the background is like a pale pink color like this. So I didn't want it to blend into the background. So I'm just trimming it down, and I'm distressing the edges as well because I like my edges distressed just to give a little more interest. And now I'm just going to use this distress it first, and then I'm going to just put it on the black cardstock, and then it's all set to go onto my layout. So yeah, so when I was doing these houses, I ended up you'll see in a minute how I arranged the houses to look, and then I ended up bringing in more houses from this black and white paper that I had from another Hip Kit. So see, I'm doing them like in a wreath because I'm like, I want to have them upside down, and then I want to have a few facing, you know, the right way. So the bottom ones will end up facing, you know, the right direction, and then the top ones will be upside down, and then the side ones will be kind of sideways. So I thought that would be kind of neat. So that's how I ended up doing it. But then I come in with these black and white houses as well, which were part of another collection, and I put those in between where you see the spaces. So I really liked the background paper because it was perfect with the colors, and it was part of the heritage also, so it went very well with the collection, of course. And I did miss the footage. I'm sorry. I thought I was recording when I cut out the other houses, but I didn't, so I apologize for that, but you will see them. See, they're right there. And now I accidentally stuck them down, and I didn't want the colored houses flat, so I end up pulling them up and sticking them with some of my craft foam and popping them up off the page a little bit. But I did keep the black and white houses flat. So just to give it a little more interest, you know, make it look a little bit better, and to make it really look like a wreath. I was going for the wreath look, I guess. So yeah, so I just pop them up, the colored ones, on some craft foam and tack them down, and that's it. And then I'm going to come in with my photo once I get that done, and I'm going to, oh, and I also distress the edges of the colored houses as well, to give them a little more interest as well. And then I'm going to come in with my photo, and I'm going to back that with some foam, some craft foam, and pop that up off the page too. So there wasn't very much that I did to this because I thought there was a lot, you know, already going on, and how big the wreath was on the page. So I only came in with a few embellishments, some chipboard and things like that. So there's my houses, all nice, popped up, looking good. And now I'm going to come in and pop up my picture. So like I said, I really, really liked the way this turned out. I wasn't too sure in the beginning how this was going to work, but it ended up working out just fine. So now I'm going to put the picture there, and I end up putting it straight because I'm thinking, okay, I got to put my title in. So I had to make sure I moved it down. So I go in with these black thickers that I bought a while back at Tuesday Morning, and I really love these thickers. They're really foamy and really cool, and they come in uppercase and lowercase, so I really like them. So my title, of course, is going to be upside down. And I was going to put upside down house, but there wasn't enough room for the house, so I just kept upside down, which is fine. You get the point. And I end up moving these letters around quite a bit because, I don't know, something with me in letters, I never get it right the first time, and then I end up having to move around all over the place, and I just never get them straight. And I don't know why I don't use my ruler, but I really should. So yeah, so I end up moving them over so that they're more centered with the picture. And then I end up coming with the down. I come down the side of the picture because I'm going to go in with some arrows as well, of course, that show the arrow going up and the arrow coming down. So I really like the way I did the title, and I like how I put the arrows in. I think it looks really cool. It gives you the point of the picture and the houses being upside down and all that kind of stuff. So I really liked it. And that was the whole thing that I wanted to make sure I had, you know, that when you're looking at it, you're understanding what it's all about. And that's what scrapbooking is all about, right? Making you visually look at it and say, oh, okay, I get it. And now I was going to go with this huge house chipboard, and it was too big. So that comes off. But the little girl is going to stay because I liked the little girl, and, you know, my daughter's a little girl, and I thought, this is sweet with the little flowers. So I figured she's going to stay on the page. And the colors of her with the yellow dress went really well with some of the houses. So she stays. Now that pink house that you see up top with the 2 tickets, this is Enjoy This and Blissed Out. Those, I don't end up using them. They were just too big also for the layout. I was trying to go with a little bit smaller stuff. That house that you see right there, the black house, that's a chipboard as well. That ends up staying, and it does stay upside down. But I'm going to end up moving them again because the girl and the house, I didn't like it up there. So this tree, I decided to put upside down as well because there were trees on the house that were upside down. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to put the tree upside down. Give it a little more interest. Why not? And then I bring the house over, chipboard, and that one I end up leaving upside down as well. I just end up moving everything, took the tickets out, moved everything the way I liked it, and I liked the little cluster the way it turned out. I thought it looked good. So I left that, and I do mess around with it a little bit until I get it just right. And then in the upper right hand corner, I'm going to go in with another Jen Hatfield collection, that little house. It's like 3D sticker house with some leaves and stuff in the background. And that one I left up because it's by upside. So I kept that one facing the correct direction. And then I came in, of course, with my arrows. So now I wanted to give it a little bling. So I came in with some Nuvo drops, of course. My Nuvo drops, I love them. And this one is bubblegum. And I came in with black. And I also came in with berry blue. And these are the crystal drops, all 3 of them. So I decided to go around the wreath. And I did like every other color, basically. So I went in with the pink, the blue, and the black. And I just did every other one. And it gave it a little more interest, and I really liked the way it turned out with the Nuvo drops. I really love the Nuvo drops. They're a nice finishing touch to your layouts. So if you're thinking about it, I say go for it. Buy them. They're worth it. And that's it. That is my layout. So I really hope you guys like it. Your close-ups are going to be coming up. I'm just finishing up with the Nuvos. I went around, made sure I got every little empty spot where the black and white houses were, and that's where I wanted to put them to give them a little more interest. And there you go. So here come your close-ups, and I hope you like it. I really love the way it turned out, and I want to thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I would love to have you. And don't forget to hit the bell when you subscribe so that you can find out when I upload more videos. And I appreciate you all. And don't forget to check out Kathy and Ronnie Sue, who are also doing Punched Out Thursdays. And I will have their links below so you can check them out. Thanks for watching. And remember, stay crafty. Bye.